subscriptions. Welcome everyone. Thank you. Thank you, Travis Payne. Thank you, for subscribing to the page and avoiding all these ads. I dressed up. I have a tie on. You know what's the last time I wore a tie? Stop the music. Can you hear me over the music? There we go. How's that? Does that work? Boom. How's that coming through? Can you hear me now? Are we good? Are we good? Are the Clashies live? We are live with the Clashies. I hope you all enjoy this. I put a lot of work into doing this, getting this together the last hour. So thank you all for being here. I don't have any guests today, but we are getting this together. I have never dressed up. I'm wearing a t-shirt, which is fine. You know, thank you, Travis. Thank you to Travis and Alex for subscribing. Thank you to everyone who is currently here. It is the Clashy Awards. For those watching at home, I know the dude, he wanted to be here tonight with me. He is a big fan of, especially ties, but he couldn't be here tonight. So if he's watching this on the replay, dude, don't forget that we appreciate you. But that, friends, leads us to the first award. And tonight, your first award comes in the category of Best Tie. And it's not the one I'm wearing. Not the one I'm wearing. But it was the best tie. And the winner of the award for Best Tie in the Clash is Dim versus Dude in week 1. This was the very first match of the Clash, and they went head-to-head and came out with a 13-13 tie, and it was our first one. It booted us off in the Clash, and it got us to the beginning. Now, most of these awards are voted on by you, the players, in the Clash of the Combatants. But guys, we still have some more awards to go through. But first, welcome, Nico. The only missed one award. The tie of the year went to Dim versus Dude in week 1, which leads us to our first announcement. As announced at the end of our 90th match in the Clash, this coming week, hello Steve, hello Nico, this coming week in the Clash. Oh, we always have a hype trade? What? I have a hype trade? What the hell's going on here? But thank you guys for being here. But that leads us to our first match for the finals. And it was announced in the last match, but if you're paying attention to here and to Twitter, coming up this week, it'll be Dim versus Dude. The war to settle the tie. Dim comes into this with having a 4-2-3 record. He had the most ties in the Clash. He's currently 8-10-3 overall in Combat Wrestling Trivia, and he'll be taking on former CWT Heavyweight Champion Andrew the Dude Hayes, who had a 5-3-1 record in the Clash with a 22-13-1 overall in Combat Wrestling Trivia. These two will settle that tie that they just got an award for when it comes down to the Clash Finals. But speaking of the Clash, let's move on to our next award. And your next award comes in the category of Rookie of the Year. So this award will go to the person who made their debut in the Clash. Such award recipients are possible recipients are my good friend AJ. Could be Ryan McCormick or Travis Fame. Apparently, we are in an ad right now, so we'll let Nico do that. Photo of Dim like he's taking a kids magazine. That's because Dim is, he can do anything. Dim's a great actor, makes some great films, loves pepperoni, loves puppets. How could you not? He is also a body guy. Dim himself. Dim is our judge of body guys. Fun story throughout the Clash. If you pick the body guy category, any body guy questions, I had to approve it by Dim if that person was a body guy before I wrote them. I only wrote questions about Dim approved body guys in the Clash. But, hopefully that ad is over and we are going to announce who won Rookie of the Year. That is up to Dim. You'd have to ask Dim, Nico, if you're a body guy. You have to be Dim approved to be a body guy. But our award for Rookie of the Year goes to McCormick. Ryan came over here from Wrestling with Trivia. That is Jordan's Owens League. Check them out on YouTube at Wrestling with Trivia. You can just search Pierce Wrestling and that will come up. But Ryan McCormick came into the Clash. He defeated the Dude in his second match and tied with Sean Redmond in week 1. But Ryan McCormick is your 2022 Rookie of the Year for best debut in the Clash. But guys, there is still more awards that you voted on. But the first award that that you did not vote on, what we'll be giving away today is, speaking of body guys, it's the Ezekiel Jackson Body Guy Award for most dominating performance. So this will go to the recipient, will be the winner of the biggest match by the biggest differential, which by a score of 17-3 will go to Noah Foster for a 17-3 victory over AJ. He will be winning the Ezekiel Jackson Body Guy Award for most dominating victory. I'd play the music, but I do not want to get banned from Twitch. But congratulations to Noah for his 14-point victory over AJ. Congratulations, Noah, on winning the Ezekiel Jackson Body Guy Award for most dominating victory. But speaking of Noah, and speaking of dominating victories, we have another match announcement. This one has not been released yet because it includes Noah, and we have taken the top 5 players after the 2 in the finals, and we're putting them in the old school CWT 5-way metalweight rules match to decide a new #1 contender. And that match will be Nico, this is here what you call domination. It's the combination of skill and concentration, which perfectly describes that victory that Noah had. But our 5-way match to decide the #1 contender will feature Sean Redmond versus Steve Mesa versus Richie Goodacre versus Noah Foster versus Jordan Owens. It'll be contested under 4 rounds of metal weight rules, and we will have a new #1 contender. And that winner of that match will face the new champion at Prestige, and we're bringing it back. It's a match made famous by myself and the Dude, 3 levels of iron for the CWT Pro Wrestling Trivia Championship. But we need to find out who that person will be facing when we go to our main event. But guys, we have to give away more awards. Who's ready for more Clashies? Because we're going to be giving away another award. And this award will be going to the most improved player. Now, this is just overall in CWT. They came into the Clash, maybe not the best, and they just improved a hell of a lot. And based on the votes that you all put in, the most improved of the Clash, this is not just Clash to Clash, we have another award for that, but this is most improved overall in CWT, and that award goes to Travis Fame, who went into the Clash with, not the best record, not the best scores, made it to the second round of the World Contenders Tournament after he went over Noah Foster, but then losing to the Dude. But Travis Fame now finds himself in a title match. So Travis Fame, I know you're in the chat. Congratulations, you win the Clashy for the most improved in 2022. But speaking of Travis, he will be involved in our title match, but that will be announced later, but you already know what it is. But guys, we're going to give away another award. And that award goes to, and now this is a big one. This is a big one. It's time to tell you who won the moment of the year. In the moment of the year, there's been a lot of moments in these 90 matches of the Clash, but you better pay attention to this one, because this was a big moment. Because the winner of Moment of the Year is voted on you, the players. Is Topher Wins. Of course. Why wouldn't it be? Of course Topher Wins is the moment of the Clash. Of course Topher wins. Topher in week 9 in one of our final matches of the Clash, Topher finally got that first CWT victory when he defeated Ryan Payne in winning the moment of the year is voted by all of you. It was almost a landslide. Almost a landslide. I believe that got the most votes out of any winner. So congratulations to Topher. You are the winner of the moment of the year. And we move on to our next award. And it's going to be the upset of the year. We have to find out who is the upset of the year. And we are basing the upset of the year based on the player who finished with the least amount of points that beat the player with the most amount of points in terms of like differential. So your winner of upset of the year is Ryan Payne defeats Travis Fame. That happened in week 2. It was Ryan Payne's only victory in the Clash as he defeated Travis who will be going on to the finals. But Ryan Payne defeating Travis is the biggest upset based on points in the Clash. But guys, we have to announce some more matches because we have 3 more matches, and one of them includes the winner of Best Moment, and that is Topher LaBelle. Topher, this match was booked either way, whether you beat Ryan Payne or not. Oh, you faced Ryan? I don't know. Whatever that happened. Yeah, might have been week 3. I don't know, Nico. Whatever. But it happened. It happened. Travis did lose to Ryan Payne. But guys, your next match will be someone's looking for a win. Someone I thought might be looking for a win, but they proved us wrong. Is we will have Topher LaBelle with a 1-7-1 record now, coming in with a 1-9-1 overall record at CWT, taking on AJ Fitzy, who is 0-9, who made his debut in the Clash, 0-9, but they will be looking for a victory in the reverse finals match. This is the 2 bottom of the block competitors, and they will go 1-on-1 at the finals. Guys, we are going to do more awards here. What more do I have to do? I did that one. All right. So the next award goes to the player. Yes, AJ, that is a great hoodie. As I see that, I think the other day there, Travis, that you also had it. So good job there. This maybe might be the ramen factory. But guys, we're gonna move on to the most improved from Clash to Clash. This is the award you guys voted on of who is the best and most improved player from the first Clash, which I won, by the way. Just saying. To the new Clash, and that winner is Jordan Pierce Owens, our good friend JPO, the owner of Wrestling with Trivia. He is the most improved from Clash to Clash. I can't remember exactly where Jordan finished in the first Clash, but he was definitely an improvement. Came down to the wire, tying with Travis Fame after 9 weeks, but Travis, of course, did make the finals due to a tiebreaker. But Jordan Owens is the most improved from Clash to Clash. And now, we still have another award that was not based on fan votes, but that award will go to our, it's from our good friends at Papa John's. We love Papa John's. Good to see our good sponsor. But that award will be the viewer and chatter of the year, and that award, the Papa John's award for viewer and chatter of the year, goes to, I don't know if they're here tonight, but our good friend Black Scorpion, who always talks in the chat. Black Scorpion, you're the best watcher and typer. You're always here. You're the only person who partakes in all of the games whenever you can. So thank you. Our friends at Papa John's. Our friends at Papa John's gave you this Clashy, sponsored by good friends at Papa John's. Please give me more money. Thank you. And yes, I agree, Nico, which is also why I've said in Wrestling with Trivia that which I still play in, that some people have told me before that writing questions might burn me out, but I feel like it's actually making me stronger. So we'll see how that plays out there. But because I don't play here in CWT anymore. But guys, we still have a couple more matches to announce, and that next match is, we are announcing that you might have saw it, you might have not. We are having the Iron Man title is now officially vacant. It is gone. I am getting rid of it. Iron Man matches are no more. because writing 40 questions for a title match is just silly. Format will be announced, but we have to decide new champion. And that will be decided because we will take in the next 4 competitors after the top 5, minus Dim and the Dude because they need to settle their score, and we're putting them in a tag match. So, we'll be having a tag team match with the 2 winners. The winning team will be facing each other at Prestige to decide the first Twitch television champion. This is our new mid-card title here in CWT, and that match will be Alex Warden and Joey Suba taking on Nico Rigoli and Michael Turner in the Twitch TV Championship qualifier. These 4 guys will be going at it in teams of 2 to decide who will face each other to decide the new champion. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, whatever you say, Nico. Yeah, deactivated. Sure, whatever. It's gone. I'm throwing it in the trash. It is going away forever. Goodbye, Iron Man title. Alex Warden's the only champion. But yes, Alex Warden has said in the chat, still has that option C. He can get a title shot. There is no like cash in. It's gonna be he just has to tell me when he wants the shot, and we'll set it up as long as it doesn't interfere with current plans. Alex Warden has a shot at the Pro Wrestling Trivia Championship whenever he chooses. But we will see who will win that tag match. It is all up to your partner, and then you'll have to fight your partner to become the champion. But we still have one more award to give away, I believe. Moment, maybe I don't. I do, viewer. All right. Hey, you can do whatever you want, Ryan. If you want to be the CWT Iron Man champion and tell people that, you just can't. You can go defend it on some other show that airs on Wednesday nights. Somewhere else. You can go do that. Have fun. But we still have one more award, and that award will go to the debut, the best Clash debut. And this will be a player that did not compete in the last Clash, that did also not to debut in CWT, but this was their first time playing in the Clash as a member of CWT. And the winner of that award is Paul Mead, of course. Paul Mead dominated the Clash, coming out with the biggest score in the entire tournament. He did not compete in the first Clash, and he will be the winner of the best Clash debut. He played his first Clash, and he might just win it as he takes on Travis Fame. Which brings us to our last match to debut, and that is our main event of the evening. It'll be contested under 6 rounds of trivia action. And guys, the 6 rounds will work like this. There will be the first round, which will be the same as you know it. The second round is as you know it. There will be a battle zone. And then we are bringing back 2 rounds from the past. One of them was only done once. The first one will be the workhorse round, where, of course, as you all know, they've been around for a while, will be +1 when you get a question right, -1 when you get it wrong. And then our next round will be the streak. It was only used between myself and Brandon Rutledge when we had our title match last October at CWT Red. And that is, you have to answer all 5 questions correctly to get 5 points. And you get the first question right, you move on to the second. If you get it wrong, your opponent keeps going. If both guys get it wrong, the round is over. But then it's called the streak round. So we'll see if these guys can survive the streak round as they challenge for the CWT Pro Wrestling Trivia Championship. And it will be the finals of the Clash. It'll be our last match of the week. And that match is Travis Fame, the winner of Block A. Paul Mead, the winner of Block B. It'll be for the Combat Wrestling Trivia Pro Wrestling Trivia Championship. It'll be 7-2 for Travis with 148 points. He's 8-6 overall in CWT. That's why he won Most Improved. And Paul comes in with a 6-1-2 record with 165 points and 6-3-2 overall in CWT. They will go 1-on-1 in 6 rounds to decide who is the new Combat Wrestling Trivia Pro Wrestling Trivia Champion. And that match will surely be a great time. But guys, I want to thank you. I think that's all the awards. I think that got them all out of the way. Thank you guys all for being here. Matches will be set up soon. I'll be promoting on Twitter when the matches are going to happen. Thank you all for joining me for the first Clashies. Unfortunately, I do not have actual awards like these ones on the side, but you can just pretend, right? If anyone wants the graphic of the award they won, I will just let me know. All the matches will be going out soon, so stay tuned for that because it's the finals, and then we have big things to announce. And all I can tell you is the big things for the future is Faction Wars. That's all I'm telling you. Faction Wars. So stay tuned for that. We will see you all soon when we start the finals week. Don't know which match is going to be first, but stay tuned for more info on that. And keep watching CWT because we got a lot to go. So stay tuned for that. Thank you to all for being here. I appreciate all of you. Thank you to Alex and thank you to Travis for subscribing. You guys are the best. And we'll see you very soon for all those things and all that stuff. Unless anyone, we want to get this over with. Actually, do you know what? We're going to keep this going because I have to get to 30 minutes for this to count, I think, sometimes. Anyway, anyone have any questions? Anyone in there? Any questions? No? Okay, probably not. I'm just going to let this run. Enjoy your night, guys. Thank you all for watching. Yeah. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you soon. Has Dude responded to your challenge? Q&A. Yes, we'll do a Q&A. Let's see. Nico, has Dude responded to my challenge? He hasn't to me. You have to wait till the next time he's on air, which might happen soon. You never know. What do you got? Q&A session, Town Hall Open Forum. What is your favorite episode of WCW from the Russo era? That would be the, I believe it was in August of 2000. It started with a ladder match between the Filthy Animals and the Boogie Knights. And they had a ladder match for a plastic duck. And it was just great television. Like A+ level television to have a ladder match for a plastic duck. I really wanted to ask that question for Ryan Payne's strength of ladder matches, but I feel like no one watched that. So I know you're watching that currently, Ryan, the 2000 era Russo, but once you get to that, you'll know that you've peaked. You've clearly peaked. Favorite Attitude Era pay-per-view? Ooh, that is a good one. Personally, I'm a big fan. It's not the greatest pay-per-view, but Rock Bottom has a very sentimental spot in my heart. It was one of the first VHS tapes I had as a kid was Rock Bottom. It's in Canada. It was in Vancouver. So it really sticks out to me. Not the best show at all, but it's just one of those ones that always sticks out to me. Favorite looking title belt? That would be the 2000s WWF title, the Globed Eagle, as you want to call it, the Big Eagle, not the Winged Eagle. I just love the look of it. I feel like it looks good on anyone's waist. But it looked the best around Triple H's, and maybe Kurt Angle as well. Best Clash match would be, geez. I'd probably have to go Dude and Sean. It finished 22-20. It was back and forth the entire time. Also included one of the highest scores. Name a pro wrestling match I want to see happen in 2023. Ooh. Huh. I mean, I don't watch like a lot of wrestling like religiously now. But I really do want to see, it probably did happen at some point in like 2013. I do really want to see that Cody Rhodes Roman Reigns match that's been hinted if The Rock isn't available. Like, I really want to see that. I feel like it'll be great story, hard hitting. I think it'll be excellent. Favorite Aces and Eights member, D'Lo Brown. I was a big fan of D'Lo Brown. You know, I can't do the head wobble thing because I've had like a neck injury in the past, but I'm always down with the Brown, as you say. Tried to meet him once at a WrestleCon event in 2013, but he wanted $100, and I'm like, sorry, I'm not paying $100 to meet D'Lo Brown. Just not happening. Brock versus Gunther from Topher. Oh yeah, that would be amazing. It's crazy. Like, if you watched, say, wrestling a year ago and you saw like Walter, and now you saw Gunther, you'd be like, no, that's a different person. The dude's lost so much weight. The shape he's in is insane, and he looks like a completely different person. Thoughts on Shinsuke versus Great Muta happening this weekend? That is insane for the the Forbidden Doors, they call it. I'll end up watching it somewhere, probably not live, but it's a good way for Great Muta to be sent off, and I'm glad that WWE let Shinsuke do it. It should be a super hard-hitting match as long as I don't know if they put some restrictions on Shinsuke so he doesn't get injured, but that's going to be super, super sweet to see. That Shinsuke is going to be able to get to do that. That's super awesome of them. Yeah, when that was announced, I had to check because I thought it might have been one of those fake things. Who will win their first World Championship in 2023? Ooh, that's a hard one. First World Championship. Who is there? AJ, you did win an award. I'll get back to you in a second, Dico. AJ, you are part of an award. AJ, you were on the losing end of the Ezekiel Jackson Body Guy Award for most dominating performance when you lost to Noah, a 17-3. First World. First, who won the first World Championship? Oh, geez. Let's go with Matt Riddle just because, I feel like he could do it. I mean, he has a lot of heat on him right now with all the bullshit he's been doing, but let's just see what happens. Will you ever return as an active competitor in CWT? Never say never is all I can say. I have not officially retired, so you never say never. Anything is possible. I mean, I still compete in WWT, so you just never know when it might be needed that I might have to do a match. I'm not officially retired. The Real QVC. Oh, welcome to the chat, Real QVC. I don't know who you are, but welcome. Who is Jose Abreu? Or as I heard someone on the news butcher his name, Jose Abreu. He was the first baseman for the Chicago White Sox. But now he's on the Houston Astros, that shitbag organization that uses trash cans. But yeah, former MVP 2020, I believe. He won it in the COVID season. I agree, Ryan. Fuck the Astros. Paul, welcome to the chat. Paul, you won best Clash debut. Congratulations, Paul. You won best Clash debut. I'll bring that up right now for you. Best Clash debut, Paul Mead. That's you. Sorry, AJ, you did not win best of trivia award. Nigo says, my predictions for my question are Ricky Starks. Okay, that's a good one. Dustin Rhodes. Yeah, maybe. They could just give him someone somewhere. Maybe the end. Maybe he can finish off his career in the NWA, win that title. That'd be pretty sweet. Sami Zayn. If they split the titles, I can see that happening. But if they keep them as the same, no. Okay, yeah, and he could also win it too, but probably not any American titles. But I could see him winning it, and Japan, a title over there. Fuck the Astros. Yep, sweet, awesome. I'm gonna beat you. AJ's just going crazy. Steve Macklin will win his first world title. Whatever you say. I don't know. Impact just sometimes randomly pushes random guys. I don't keep up. Maybe he's doing big things. I know he was in a Barbed Wire Massacre with Moose and Sami Callihan, all that stuff. Eddie Kingston will beat MJF. That's that could happen too. Yeah, Topher. Yes, Topher and AJ, we'll be setting up your Twitter thread very soon to get a time booked, and I will also need AJ's new strengths. We'll talk about that very soon. For some reason, the award show's over and we're up to 12 viewers. What the hell's going on here? Let's keep the Q&A going. Anyone have any more questions? I want to thank you all for being here. This is great. You are getting Topher, AJ. You are getting Topher. It's happening. Topher, AJ, the reverse finals match. Will I ever post anything in the Facebook group? I can't do it right now. The questions aren't written, AJ. The questions aren't written. They will be live. Everything here is live. Will I ever post anything in the Facebook group? I forgot about that group, and I've gotten really lazy. My bad. I more or less made it in case Twitter shut down, but I will start using it more. I promise it'll happen. I'll start using it more so we can share stuff on Facebook. Just the Clash was a lot, but now that we're going to be going down to 3 matches a week besides when we do these big events like the finals, prestige, stuff like that. Be 3 matches a week. So we will we'll be looking at that. And yeah, see if we can get more on there. Improv. I can't do improv questions. That's a terrible idea. They won't be fact checked. I'm going to be really bad at it. So yeah, that's not happening. So AJ and Topher, we will decide that. But if you guys want to be first, who's a realistic surprise entrant in the Royal Rumbles you want to see? Oh, both Rumbles. Oh. Um, for the male, I want to see Wade Barrett. You know, he's now that he's commentating on the main shows, I think that would be a really cool moment for him to get up and get into the ring again one more time, even just a Royal Rumble. I don't know if he's injured. I can't remember, but that'd be really cool. And for the women's, I mean, Sasha Banks is pretty much gone, so I guess Naomi, even though it's not really much of a big surprise entrant, but let's just go with Naomi, just because I'm not really sure, because most of the women from the past have already been in the Rumble. There's really not many left that haven't, so that would be pretty cool. Maybe an Awesome Kong or Karma, whatever they want to call her. That'd be pretty neat as well. Will more be posted to YouTube? Hopefully. I'm also, again, just real far behind. The Clashies a lot. I will hopefully get as much up to YouTube as I can. I have all the files, so I just gotta start posting them and getting into that. But when we have some downtime, once the Clash is officially over, we'll be doing that. Corey Graves would be a nice surprise. You know what? Maybe they'll do the thing they did in 2012 where they had all the commentators enter. That'd be, you know, I'm all for that because the guys are actually wrestlers that haven't done it in a long time, and you know, now they can get in there. Favorite 2.0 superstar. Well, the guy I was getting behind the most just got canceled, so we won't say him. I'm gonna go with Grayson Waller. I kind of really like Grayson Waller. You know, he's I'm really getting behind him. He has that annoying heel look to him. I think Grayson Waller is gonna be like a future like annoying heel that like people will love to hate, and that's gonna be him. What is my opinion of the coolest and lamest wrestling moves? Lamest would be anything that like takes like just too long to set up. Like a finishing move should almost be really like not, I don't want to say quick because there's no like theatrics of stuff like, you know, like Undertaker hitting a tombstone, he's like holding him there for a while and you get like the impact of it. But just anything that takes like wasteful too long. The coolest, Stone Cold Stunner, of course. Yeah, let's get Cole back in there for the no, let's not get Michael Cole wrestling again. Nobody needs that. Pat McAfee, that's a good Rumble entrant, honestly. Like Pat McAfee in the Royal Rumble. Oh, McAfee and Wade, that's even good as well. Oh yeah, Corey and McAfee. Yeah, you know what? Do it. Why not? Like Pat McAfee will probably have a WrestleMania match, I'm assuming. So why not get him in there? Set it up because Pat McAfee, honestly, like between him and Logan Paul, those are two guys that like barely wrestled before. And I think Pat McAfee had like a match somewhere in the Indies like 10 years ago or something. I think I looked at his cage match, but Pat McAfee and Logan Paul are two guys that should not be as good as they are for as little matches as they had, and it's insane. But they are like super impressive, and yeah, those two guys are just nuts. Oh, they're both from Pittsburgh. A lot of people from Pittsburgh around here, especially in the league. We almost need like a Pittsburgh versus Ohio. We need one more Ohio person so we can have a Pittsburgh versus Ohio six-man with Nico, Travis, and Ryan McCormick taking on Paul B, Noah, and someone else. So find someone else from Ohio. Maybe Colin Andrews if he's watching. Colin Andrews from Ohio. The Cleaver. Fun fact, we're gonna release some of you guys some things that were supposed to happen. We were supposed to have a Canada versus USA like War Games match. Oh, we got an ad. Whatever. We're just talking. Canada versus Canada versus US War Games match a couple years ago. It was, but Dim was going to be on Team Canada, but that just fell through, so that never happened. That would have been great. We were leading up to that, but you know, with something that I announced earlier, you never know what could happen. It could. I have some things in my head, you know, it might not work out. Paul, if you want to get more Toledo people playing wrestling trivia, we're all for it. Get them in here. We'll put them in a match, a little tryout, and then we'll see what'll happen. You'll be on Team Canada, Travis. You want to be the Jim Duggan of the new Team Canada? But we'll find out because Faction Wars is going to be a big thing, but I'll release more info on that later. So before we go out of here, does anyone have any more questions? But don't ask about Faction Wars. not official yet. But yeah, thank you all. Will there be a Rumble in January? So probably not doing any Rumble. There was the New Year's Rumble that was a thing before. Rumbles, they kind of went smoothly at one time, but not so smoothly. The previous host of this just did it all like pre-taped and then edited it down. I do everything live, so a Rumble with people's schedules might not work the best. So I'm probably going to try to avoid Rumbles, but maybe there's something we can do in the future to work something out. But for now, there will not be any Rumbles. Just too hard to set up with that many people and get like, 10, 15, 20 people all on the same page. I'm going to be struggling enough to get 5 people on the same page, especially between we have JPO on the West Coast, Noah, like in Ohio, Richie in Australia, Sean in England, and then Steve in Florida. Setting up that match is already going to be a pain in the ass, and setting up an entire Rumble with people from all over the world is going to be super hard. So I want to try and avoid that as much as possible. But yeah. So, never say never, but it is, it's possible for the future. But yeah, so the Rumble's always good. I also won the first one of that. Everyone loves the Rumble. Could we do an elimination chamber? I do have an idea for that. I guess that kind of is like in a way like a Rumble. I would just have to figure out how to do it. I'm thinking about combining something like that. It'd be something combined like a Rumble with a Ultimate Survivor that we did when we did the No D crew against the Real Deal against Hitman Enterprises, where you will enter the match, start with 2, then there'll be 4 more guys that enter, and if you get 3 questions wrong, you're eliminated. So we could maybe do something like that for Elimination Chamber. Can we have a Rumble where I don't waste my spot in a scripted segment? If we do it, if we do have a Rumble, absolutely, you will be in it, Alex, as long as you're not the champion. But yeah, scripted segment. I remember watching that as I sat in a face mask and a hoodie, and it was hot and I was sweaty, because I was trying to be the cleaver. But yeah, I was really like, oh, that happened. All right. But it was setting up for that was also setting up for the big things, but again, before plans never happened because of some people, but whatever. But yeah, there will be no like wasting stuff on scripted segments. Everything in CWT is gonna make sense now. Okay, Brock Lesnar, calm down, Alex. Jesus Christ, Brock Lesnar, calm down. But everything in CWT will make sense now. Everything that I plan will get played out. There will be no going back and like changing plans unless we have to. But yeah, I plan to make this league as fun for everyone watching as it is for the people playing. The Rumble was my breakout moment. Yes, it was, Paul. You made it pretty far on that Rumble, and it's kind of what changed you from just like just a player to a good player. And that's one of the reasons why I'm getting rid of the Iron Man division, because the Iron Man division is actually really hard because it's just a mixed bag of questions for 10-20 minutes that you have to answer, and if you get any wrong and you fall behind, you're pretty much screwed. There is no tag titles now. However, there will be tag matches in the future. There just will be tag team titles, because maybe in the future, but as of the immediate future, there will be no tag titles, but there will be tag matches as coming up at the Clash finals, because cheap shot here. Alex Ward and Joey Suba, Nico Rigoli, and Michael Turner. The winners will face off for the Twitch TV Championship at Prestige, and that'll be our first ever tag match here in the new CWT. But yeah, no tag titles yet. Maybe in the late future, but as of right now, no tag titles. Just too many things. I just want the 2 singles titles, but there will definitely be a lot of tag matches in the future. I already have a couple up here that I want to do. But yeah, get ready, AJ. Yeah, Topher LaBelle, AJ Fitzy. That match will be happening. CWT, the finals. We also will be having Dim versus Dude in the war to settle the tie. It'll be a great match there. I'm sure it'll be very heated. Put the children to bed before you watch this one, kids. Put the children to bed. And we also will have the 5-way to decide the new number 1 contender, Prestige, and the 3 levels of Iron, Sean Redmond, Steve Mesa, Richie Goodacre, Noah Foster, and Jordan Owens in a 5-way metalweight rules match to decide the new number 1 contender. And of course, we have our main event, Travis Payne, Paul Mead, 1-on-1, 6 rounds, the Combat Wrestling Trivia, Pro Wrestling Trivia Championship, who will walk away as the new champion, and they will face the winner of the 5-way metalweight rules in a 3 levels of Iron. So for those of you that weren't aware, because you can't watch it anymore because of some people, the 3 levels of Iron match is it's kind of like an Iron Man match. The first round will be 20 minutes of answering questions. The second round is 20 minutes of answering battle zones. And then in the third round, 20 more minutes of answering questions. And you will get a lock day point for every question you get wrong. I might change it up a little bit, but that's how it is right now. If it is changed up, you will all know. Yeah, of course I can, Nico. I'll send you them right after we're done here, which I think we're going to end right now. Before it less, because we're good with questions. Thank you all for participating in that. That went on like a lot longer than I thought it would. That was like 20. Lose control of the library. Yes, the library is gone except for anything that I own and anything that happened, I believe, before, I want to say the New Year's Rumble might be the last thing available. Maybe a match around there, the new 2021 New Year's Rumble, because that is all on Hunter Chandler's channel, Nerd Entertainment Network. If you scroll down past all the current movie trivia and horror trivia stuff he's doing, you can find some of the older CWT matches, as well as the old CWT matches on his other channel, which I'm sure like Nico or Dude or Alex can tell you about that one. The one that the channel that was the original one that decided the first champion when Andrew Hayes won the title. But anything between there and when I took over, except for lights out matches, is now gone because whatever. If you want to talk to that person to try and get them to put them back up, if you want to convince them, go for it. It's up to you. But thank you all for being here. Thank you for subscribing tonight, guys. Thank you, Alex and Travis. Thank you to everyone who's won awards. Thank you for all for being here for this. This was a fun time. Maybe we'll do stuff like this soon. Yes, do what Alex said. Don't forget to be a badass motherfucker. That's his thing on his wall. Follow Nico's Twitch stream. I don't know if he does it on Facebook as well, but Reconnecting with the Force. Just follow Nico on Twitter to get that. That dude loves Star Wars. Star Wars is awesome. I don't like it as much as he does, but go follow it and watch his thing. Watch everything these guys do. Topher's on Wrestle Buddies sometimes with Matty Laws, but Matty Laws isn't there anymore. But watch Topher shit. Travis is sometimes on another show. Go watch his stuff, but only for him. But yeah, thank you guys for being there. Yes, support indie wrestling. Nico's a wrestler. No, we should not have done the award show with Starlight Rider. Okay, I'm already hot as hell from wearing this blazer. Support indie wrestling. Nico's a wrestler. Follow him. He's in Pittsburgh. Travis Payne was a wrestler. One and only on the other show. Oh, ... But you did some things. Thanks for promoting, Travis. Yeah, go find Nico Wrestling. Go watch his stuff. Yes, sub and stay tuned to CWT. That's what Alex just said. Do all the things. Sub if you don't want to watch Papa John's ads. If you have Amazon Prime, you can do it for free. Free! If you have Amazon Prime. You don't have to pay anything. And, do all that fun stuff. If you're in Nova Scotia, there is a Kaizen Pro Wrestling Saturday, January 7th. I'm on the poster. I'm a camera guy, but I'm already eliminated, but I'm on the poster. So, fuck yeah. But, go watch that. They are a great company that I work for. You can also find them, if you're obviously not in the Halifax area, on IWTV, if you're subscribed to there. IWTV, yeah, fuck yeah, Nico, 3 matches. And you won a Battle Royal as Banana, so fuck yeah. Yeah, go watch Insane Wrestling Revolution in Monroe, Michigan. Go watch the A-Team or whatever Paul talks about all the time. But before we get too out of hand, thank you guys for watching. Subscribe, use Jeffrey Bezos' money, all that fun shit. Fuck yeah. Clash coming soon. Clashies, thank you for being here. Finals coming soon. Fuck yeah, fuck you, thank you, bye.